Hello, welcome back to Trains with David. Here we have my other HO train with just a couple of bogie wagons. And we can see from the light on the front it's fading. That helps the running because it's not hurtling round as fast as it would do with brand new batteries. So I've only put two bogies on. They're slightly weighted with other plastic coils and barrels, and of course we've got the coal tender. And thankfully the coal tender fits my other locos as well. So I'm sure with the other black long loco with the 8-wheel rather than this with the 6, that we could pull all 5 bogie wagons. Out to load the workers. Let's see if we can get a longer shot. And yeah, nice longer shot down here. So I think now that's good running with my HO trains and rolling stock, and we'll come back another day with the reverse side of this, my country layout with the grass and stones. I've got a tiny bit more grass left, so I don't know where I put that grass. Possibly put it in one corner here, or where I decide to put the farm on the other layout. So we'll see what bit of grass we've got, and hope you enjoyed this running of my HO trains. I'll try and get the whole scenario in. Thank you very much for watching. Do hope you enjoyed all this. Bye for now. Hello, good morning. Welcome back to Trains with David. Got my very, very large board out today. And I've not put all the shops out and the bus station. I've just rearranged everything, which I can do more or less anything I like. So well, let's start off here in the centre. We've got my little figures working with some trucks. I think I've got all my trees out. Over in the corner here we have our little church, and we have some lorries in the main side street. Over here we have Blockbusters. We have Rick's Groceries and Bakery, and in this corner we have our wonderful windmill, and I say our campers are back. So let's have a look around the layout. Got my telegraph poles out, and what is basically a rail king, but here in Brazil, where I buy it, it goes under the name of Classic Trains. The battery is very strong. It's got 4 wheels on each side. Only 2 are touching the track actually, the back driving wheels, which I've taken the paint off and the front driving wheels, which I've taken the paint off. So I've made some new continental American style crossing signals, just a bit of cardboard and a bit of white paper, photographic paper, and a dab of paint here and there. Over here we've got my little farmhouse and the farmer's house. I've got high-sided trucks today. Let's leave it till it comes round. I like filming low down here, as Eric does with his 187 channel. I would advise everybody go and see it, it's amazing. So, let's come round here, a different vista. We've got our house. Swing round a bit now, we have the train coming. Have a look longitudinally, that's a good word. Got plenty of vehicles, I've got all my trees out. I put the pavements where I felt it would be appropriate. And we've got a new hotel on the block, Hotel Valverde. So it's already got bus coaches coming for weekend breaks, and let's go along this way. Standing in the light now. Very smooth pulling these longer locomotives. I don't know what it is, but they seem to be stronger than the ones with the three wheels. Perhaps they're guided more with a longer wheelbase. So over here we've got Jana's shoe shop and Hall's haberdashery, and if I come low down here we've got Mountain Ash railway station on the corner, and over here we have a helicopter pad. I don't know what else we can see. Let's wander around slowly. Yeah, the white lights on the train is looking remarkably well. So don't think there's much else I can show you today, actually, apart from the post office here and Virginia's superstore. Got anybody hiding away anywhere? Yes, we've got a police car around the back of the buildings. What's going on there, folks? And maybe as a safety precaution, we have the fire brigade in attendance where the helicopter is. So, I think that's about all that I can basically show you in this running with a high-sided wagon. So we'll come back another time and we'll do the low bogie wagons and maybe run some different locomotives. That's it, bye for now. Hello, welcome back to Trains with David. So here I am running the same locomotive as before, but this time with the water truck, passenger coach and large caboose. Now these are in a different scale obviously, but they're more suited to my 009, but this train seems to be running at a nice smooth pace, not hurtling around as some of the locomotives do. So I'm pleased to see the white light is very strong. And let's just move around a little bit. We'll follow the train around. Now, I was watching a batch of 009 train videos yesterday with all Welsh, Tallinn and Bedgellis, etc. There's a whole batch of them, about 45 very small videos altogether. Wonderful modelling, far better than I do. I don't like to have one setup. I'm always changing my mind. So I like the ability with the board that I can put the buildings, the trees, the vehicles and the people just anywhere I fancy, and I can do it all shops, I can do it country houses. This big board, the trains run far better because I've glued the track down directly onto the board, as I have done on the other side. My intermediate board has the mining facility, which doesn't run particularly smooth at the moment. The other side, with the country layout as the oval on the reverse of this, runs wonderful, as I've also glued the track down direct to the board. On the mining one, I've glued it to cardboard, which does help. I've moved some of the trees around today and added slightly different figures, moved a few bits and pieces. Not many people will notice, I think. So let's just have another wander round. If I can hover here, that's a good word. I'll try and look at the train from this angle. Stretch over here just to get another view as it goes around past the hotel. I wouldn't want to be sleeping in the back rooms because with the train passing every half an hour it would be much noisy. Far better the front and side views, although the side rooms will have the noise of the traffic beneath. So this is a different view there, and we'll hover around again. Perhaps if I come back on this corner for an overview. Very smooth running with this. I think now that 3 or 4 trucks, instead of trying to put out all 5 and a caboose with the tender making 8, is too much for these little battery locos. And on a small board, I think the long layout looks overdone. So we'll keep it simple. So another look at my crossings, which literally took 10 minutes to do. A bit of ham-fisted, but it works. We've got some cows sheltering from the noonday sun here. And we've got somebody out on the porch and very wisely collecting rain in a barrel. Now in some areas there's water shortages in a planet that is 70% covered with water. Should be far more desalination plants around, and nobody would have this problem of drinking water. We can spend billions on war, but we can't spend a fraction of that on fresh water for most people around the world. Anyway, back to the trains. Let's come down low. So the only vehicles I've got left are my bogie wagons, and we'll save that for another day. Setting them up in a line is a little bit difficult. Let's have a look down here. Perhaps we'll have an overlook from this corner diagonally. I'm just trying to mix up the views so you don't just get bored looking at a train going round and round. I would advise people who've got time on their hands to get involved in model railways, because once you stop, and I started this a year last December, buying my first little 009 train, and I can honestly say since I've done that I've not stopped. And you keep getting ideas and inspiration from other people. Now, I've seen raised trains, so multi-layers, giving a 3D effect with mountains in the middle, lots of tunnels. I have built a small tunnel. I could actually put it on this layout. Whether I will do it at some point, I don't know. I've got it on my mini 009 layout at the moment. The tunnel needs a little bit trimming, and I need the addition of some rocks, which I've got with my foam. I'll do that at some point in the future, and we'll see what transpires on another day. So hope you've enjoyed this running with the smaller and shorter water tank passenger coach and caboose. We'll fade out on that and say have a nice day, folks.